Welcome student. Today we have seen the chapter structure of atom. In this chapter we have seen Rutherford model can be rejected, failed, and this model can be modified by Niels Bohr by applying ideas about quantum physics, and he developed a model. By study of Maxwell's electromagnetic theory, Niels Bohr developed a stable orbit. His model gives satisfactory explanation of stable atomic structure and emission of line spectra by hydrogen atom, and he proposed three postulates. The students, you remember or you can note down, three postulates are very important in this chapter. If you can remember the three postulates, then in this chapter we can solve many problems, many expressions by using these three postulates. So these Bohr's three postulates are: first we have seen first postulate. We know that in atom, electron is revolved round the nucleus in circular orbit. This is same assumption as Rutherford's model. For circular motion, centripetal force is necessary, which provides by the electrostatic force between electron and nucleus. Means we can remember, for circular motion centripetal force is necessary, and this centripetal force can provide electrostatic force between nucleus and electron, or electron and nucleus. Bohr's second postulate is the radius of an electron can only take a certain fixed value. Radius of the orbit of an electron can only take certain fixed values, such that angular momentum of electron in these orbits is an integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, where h is called Planck's constant. Means second postulate can be remembered. In this second postulate, angular momentum of electron is equal to integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, where h is Planck's constant, having value 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule per second. Such orbit is stable orbit, and electron in this orbit do not emit radiation. Thus, different orbit having different and definite values of angular momentum and different values of energies. So Bohr gives a third postulate: an electron can make a transition from one of its orbit to another orbit, having lower energy. In doing so, it emits a photon of energy. According to Planck's quantum theory, light energy is radiated in the form of shower or in the form of packets. Each packet is said to be photon. These photon having energy h into frequency. We know that relation between velocity, frequency and wavelength. That is, velocity equal to frequency into wavelength. So, photon energy is h nu, where nu is frequency of incident radiation. This energy of photon is equal to the difference in its energies in the two orbits. So, remember the three postulates. We can see a question which will be asked in the examination. That is, this question is state and explain postulates of Bose in hydrogen atom. So here, for explanation, we see that in hydrogen atom only one electron is present, which is revolved around the nucleus in circular orbit. Let we see that small m is mass of electron, v is velocity of electron, small r is radius of circular orbit, plus E is charge on nucleus, minus E is charge on electron. According to first postulate, in this first postulate, we see that for circular motion, centripetal force is necessary. So we write centripetal force provides with electrostatic force. Between nucleus and electron. So centripetal force, we know that mass into centripetal acceleration, that is mv square upon r, is equal to electrostatic force between nucleus and electron. In 11th standard, we see that Coulomb's law, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon R square, which is in magnitude, because plus E and minus E, their product will be minus E square, and we taken as magnitude, so plus is given. So here, that is the first postulate, which is mv square upon r equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 E square upon r square. If a question is asked, state and explain, then we state the first postulate and then explain it. If another point will be seen, second postulate. So in second postulate, in a stable orbit, angular momentum of electron. Angular momentum of electron is equal to integral multiple of h upon 2 pi, where h is Planck's constant. So here L is equal to nh upon 2 pi. We know that angular momentum r into linear momentum nh upon 2 pi means m r v is equal to nh upon 2 pi, or r multiplied by mv, that is nh upon 2 pi. This is Bohr's second postulate. In Bohr's third postulate, we know that energy of photon is difference in energies of outer orbit minus energy of inner orbit. Means h nu is equal to energy in outer orbit minus energy in inner orbit. Means here this is nucleus which is at the center of atom. Surrounding the nucleus, electron is revolving in various orbits. So first orbit, another orbit, another orbit. So here that is inner orbit and that is outer orbit. So transition of electron from outer orbit to inner orbit. So today I can stop here. Please remember some instructions. You can have 2 notebooks. If notebook is not available, then please use rough pages which are blank. Staple there. One for theoretical notes, another for numericals or problems, if we can solve problems, so we can write in another book. Okay, thank you.